Buongiorno. We're here at Da Pietro in Scalea, and I have Michael and Barbara who are back with me. They bought in Guglielmo last year, and they've now purchased an apartment in Scalea, and they're going to talk us through the thought process behind that. And here we go. Barbara, do you want to start?
Sure, I'll start. So, after our purchase of our home from Tony, we kind of started moving forward with what retirement would look like for me, which we had scheduled for June. And part of the process for that was meeting with my financial advisor to see what funds were available and what we needed to work out with that. And during that process, I found that I had some funds that I wasn't aware the bank had set aside for me. So, in looking at that, Michael encouraged me to do something a little more frivolous than I normally do. And to make a long story short, that ended up being purchasing this flat in Scalea. So, this was a retirement gift to me, just to kind of expand that Italian experience and have another place to get away to right on the beach and to be able to share with friends and family. And of course, in thinking along those lines, Tony was the first person we reached out to, and he found the perfect flat for us.
Okay, so Michael, you came back in March, and we took a look at a couple of apartments, but the one in Monticello was the one that you guys selected. How come?
Ciao tutti.
I think that's all of his Italian in one go there.
Okay. Yeah. So when we come back, we were interested in some other properties that you had, and thinking it would be nice to have a little seaside getaway from our country place that we bought last year. And you had taken us around to show us a few apartments, and then you had a previous engagement. So Barbara and I actually came right back to this very place to wait for you, and we were sitting right down there on that very beach, and we were talking about um, the reality of doing that. And wife is usually very conservative financially, and I told you, 35 years with one company, they need to treat you to something extra special. And so it was that day when we met for lunch up on the hill that we made an offer on this place. And this is just Scalea is one of the most incredible places that we've been to in Italy. The weather never seems to change; it just goes from good to great every single day. But also, we had already worked with you on a prior property. This was so seamless, and met another fabulous person in the process, the person that we bought it from, and it was just. And we've walked into a community of your friends who now we're staying in touch with, even when you're not around. So it's just been a wonderful experience all the way around. I can't say enough good things about our dealings and the property that we wound up with, the price, everything was just went off without a hitch. It was perfect.
Okay, so you travelled back in September, and you've been here for a couple of months now. Have you swayed into the decadent lifestyle in Calabria?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it decadent. A lot of foods, a lot of friends, and just a lot of good times. Now keeping in touch with people in the UK through you, it is just such a laid back vibe from what we're used to in America. Um, we have to go back for a little while in a few weeks to America. It's going to be really hard to go back and leave this behind.
Oh, bless. And you have your son and his wife over at the moment, and they're travelling down from Venice.
Yes, they got here about a week and a half ago. It's their 1 year anniversary. They wanted to spend it in Italy with us, part of it, and they're going to be here tonight. We're meeting you for dinner there as well. It's just amazing how this business relationship has turned into a really fond friendship very quickly.
Oh, thank you. And you're planning on coming back next March, April time, but you're going to fly into the UK because you want me to take you to a football match. Soccer for our American friends.
That's correct. Yeah, you were gracious enough to invite me into experiencing that for the first time in my life. That's going to be very cool.
Okay, I'll prepare the Railway Club in Stretford for our arrival in March, April. Guys, thanks very much for sharing with us, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and can't wait for this evening. See you later.
Grazie mille, Tony.
Thanks very much. Please subscribe. Che vuoi? Ah,
Grazie per tutti.
ma dai. Okay, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.
Prima di chiudere voglio far vedere il mare.
Okay, bye.
Va bene?
Bye.